What up, YouTube? Despite wearing the shirt for a couple days, it don't stink. That's what's up. Anyways, join me because it is Friday and I have a drink combo to make and a rant to do. The Roe versus Wade abortion laws, the verdict had me fucking triggered, dude. If you'd like to contribute to the channel, Cash App, KingCobra666420, capital K, capital C, PayPal, of course, but you don't have to. It's appreciated. But I got two things to rant about. In the last couple of days, I've had people of a different lifestyle showing up to my apartment, getting their hopes up, and then when they get rejected because I'm straight, I keep telling these people it's the asshole setting it up on some grinder bullshit. Okay? And that's especially fucked. Instead of just calling me whatever fucking derogatory name you want to call me in the comment section, you're taking it a step further. And you know what? I'm used to being bullied, so it doesn't bother me. But what bothers me is you're fucking with total strangers, getting their hopes up because they think, oh, they're going to date this sexy badass. And then they come to find out, not going to happen. Just some jerks playing a prank on them that I had nothing to do with. Pretty fucked up, man. There's like so many layers of fucked up to this. Actually, the Bud Light sounds good, but I'm going to do my drink combo. So here's what I got for a drink combo. We got the Unholy Grail. Old number 7. Oh, I love Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels, you're like Cobra's straight, but he supports LGBTQ rights, and he hasn't had a girlfriend in almost 5 years. He's waiting patiently and doing his thing, working on myself and working to improve gender relations. To me, is more important than getting laid. And chicks are starting to pick up on that. That's why I have so many fangirls, because they're like, finally. You know, for the first couple years of my dry spell, yeah, I was pretty thirsty, but after almost 5 years not having it, I miss cuddling more than I miss the sex with the ladies that are of age, alive, cisgendered, and consenting and human. But it's just, we also got this mango twisted tea, peach twisted tea, and we got some Mad Dog Island pineapple, some tangy orange, and some mango nectar. So if we can mix all of those into a pint glass and call it a drink combo, what do you guys and gals think? I think that looked delicious. Now, when I found out the verdict about the Roe versus Wade, it had me fucking triggered. I think abortion should be legal. I do. It should not be the government's choices or the goddamn church's choices. It should be the woman's choices. What happens if the woman's raped by her creepy ass uncle or what have you? Or what if the baby is causing her medical problems and if she gives birth to that baby, she could die? Or like, what if the baby's going to come out dead anyways? Would you force a woman to give birth to a dead baby? Could you imagine having as a couple, okay, you're so excited, you and your baby mama are passing out cigars like, yeah, we're gonna be a family, woo! You're getting all excited, and then, oh, Mrs. Stevenson, your baby's dead. Tis the circle of life, YouTube. So yeah, I want to do a wicked crazy drink combo here. Just stick with me. So to all the people who have been showing up to my door expecting to get some, I'm sorry, my trolls are assholes. And I sincerely hope those men find other men that are attracted to them, Because as long as you ain't a sicko, who gives a fuck what you're into, It's the truth. Like, okay, is it a bit weird that people identify as cell phone emojis and trees? Because that's what I'm getting at, YouTube. It just feels like society is overwhelmingly depressing sometimes with the idiots who think, oh, and there's nothing wrong with identifying as a tree. However, I fail to see how you can get surgery for that. Like, you don't see people with tree branches growing out of their ass. So it's Friday, and we're doing a drink combo. We got some of my favorite whiskey, Old Number 7, not a sponsor. Famous with a lot of this. Jack Daniels has a rich history with rock and roll, man. Legends like Frank Sinatra, which wasn't rock and roll, but a lot of, strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. So yeah, Casper, Wyoming actually was planning on building an abortion clinic, but then some bigoted asshole burned it down or tried to burn it down. And now because of the laws being passed, we may not get to have that. And this is how I feel about the abortion issue. It is a woman's choice, period. The government's not the one carrying it in their stomach. The government's not the one getting raped. I mean, okay, there are certain circumstances where it's like, yes, if you abuse the system and you just get abortion after abortion because you're too lazy to wear a cunt condom, or use birth control, then that's fucked. So if it's for medical reasons, or like if the woman was raped, then yes, abortion should be legal 100%. But if you're just doing it because you're too fucking lazy to wear condoms and shit, then fucking, no, dude. I want to give you a little pro tip about the ABCs of sex: abstinence, birth control, and care. Okay? The best way to avoid getting STDs and getting pregnant is to just not have it, is to masturbate. Like I said when I was in high school, practice safe sex, use your hand because it's free and easy. You're not going to be taking your fucking masturbation sock to the Plan B Parenthood clinic. Like, I don't know, babe. Can we really afford a kid? I'm sorry, that was terrible. Okay. Oh, by the way, I bought another bottle of this. This is non-alcoholic mango nectarine juice. Okay, shout out to these cool cobras because they're fucking delicious. Hold up 1 second. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is good. It tastes like that sugary juice you'd get in the bottom of like a mango can. Twisted hard tea mango. And that's just it. My trolls think they're sad, but it's like, oh, ha 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 ha. They're going on the subreddit like, we're stop Cobra from going live. It's like, maybe you should take a break from watching Cobra and reevaluate your fucking life and ask yourself, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Why do I fucking care if this autistic dude goes live? I refuse to let these fuckheads get to me because the world's full of bigger and more depressing issues. And the trolls trying this hard to make me look a certain way makes them look that way. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Hard tea peach. So we want the mango, hard tea. Now we're throwing in splash of that peach. Splash of that peach. Splash of that peach. Then we got some island pineapple Mad Dog. People are like, Cobra, when are you going to do another drink combo? And I'm like, it's Friday. I got your drink combos right fucking here. Okay. And then we'll top it off with some tangy orange from Mad Dog. Yeah. That is a filthy combo. Look at that. And it smells fucking heavenly. I can smell the Jack Daniels in it. Hold up. And speaking of Jack Daniels, have you tried their country time cocktails? Oh my fucking god, dude. So fucking tasty. Okay, you get those tall boys. I'm gonna call them tall cans because calling it tall boys seems kind of gender inclusive, personally speaking. Because women can drink that shit too, dude. Okay, let's see how this drink combo swings. Hold up. Pinky up for extra flavor, as Dame Drops would say. Mm. Oh, that is just paradise. Oh, there's the bite from the Jack. And if you call me a pussy for mixing my Jack with all this shit, well then guess what? I likes getting of age pussy. Cheers. Oh no, I love the taste of it. It's quite delicious. It's actually really good. I don't have to ban your comment for being stupid. Why would I hate it if I sat there with this big old shit-eating grin on my face like, ooh, look at all the tropical flavors. That's really good. And then boom, there's the bite from the Jack. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're too lazy to wear a condom or have your boyfriend put one on or use birth control of any kind, then give the kid up for adoption. Okay, the only time abortion should be allowed is if it's medically necessary, if it is medically necessary for the baby or for the mother's health, or if the woman was raped, or if it was incestual or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck incest and fuck rape. It's a part of the Forbidden Five. I feel like singing a fucking song right now, man. Be oddly inappropriate to sing because I'm ranting about the Roe versus Wade. But I want to do it anyway.
The Hansons are hitting the road, and wherever they go, they'll be about 10 minutes from a hotel by Wyndham.
This is why I'm not worried about getting laid from the ladies, because your boy Cobra, he's got a singing voice. I turn it down so you can actually hear me. So I throw the fucking headphones on. Yes, I shall throw the headphones on. Don't forget to do this number. I'm fucking sick of it, man. These fucking government types and these fucking churches are telling women what to do with their body. I'm just so sick and tired of the fucking misogyny in our fucking society. Oh, you know what? Fuck everyone who says I'm just virtue signaling because I want pussy. You know that? Fuck all of you. I can't be a good person. Someone being like, you're just trying to virtue signal somehow. Like, kiss my fucking ass.
With over 6,000 hotels across the country.
Let's throw on a steamy vocal cover before I continue my rant. 1 second. That's doable. Woo, that's got some bite. I don't know what the fuck to call it. I call it a drink combo. Yeah, that Roe versus Wade shit had me fucking triggered. Like, oh great, a typical triggered millennial. Ask me if I'm shocked. If you're a triggered millennial, where's your goddamn man bun and your Starbucks coffee and bitching about pronouns and microaggression? Like, fucking, when does it stop? You know, it gets to a point where like I said, it feels like society is overwhelmingly stupid and unfair. So you just keep on trucking and keep on fighting for the good causes, you know? That's all you can do. It's like
or that's almost said Hell's Advocate. Blah. I meant to say Satan's Bell, but yeah, in Satan's Bell, the song "I Can't Change the World Can't Change Me." It is so fucking true. It hurts. Like, all I can do is go on YouTube and be like, "Well, this is how I feel about it." And all the trolls who are on Reddit, like, "Oh, we got a bunch of gay dudes to show up to his apartment. They'll get him to stop going live." Like I said, that just makes my trolls look gay, dude, and they're too insecure to admit it. My trolls are gay for Cobra's cock. But King Cobra, can you sing White Lion? Well, I will certainly try. I want to stall a minute and sip on this drink because this shit's fire, dude. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. These two. And then, of course, we got the mango and the peach. Like mango, peach. What flavor is this? Pineapple, orange, mango, and Jack. Basically, that's it's interesting. I actually like it. It looks dirty and orange color, but it's actually really tasty. Uh, this is why of-age women like me, because I got a sexy singing voice. That's number one reason why the trolls fuck with me. They're all a bunch of 17 and under assholes in their mom's basement. There are a small handful of adults who hate me, but it's just like you look at these fat pieces of shit that dedicate their lives to trolling me. They're banging heroin, they're fat, they're ugly, they're unattractive, they have no confidence in themselves. That's why I get so much crap on YouTube, is because I'm not afraid to be my rock star badass self, man. Sing the song, you asshole. Little child, dry your crying eyes. How can I explain the fear you feel inside? You were born into this evil world where man is killing men and no one knows just why. I don't give a shit who the president is, to be honest. I'm just singing this fucking song because I can. Yeah. I don't give a shit who the president is because they're all puppets controlled by the fucking Wall Street banking corporate 1% motherfuckers that own everything. I didn't say that. No. What have we become? Nice voice crack. What would we have done? No, I'm going to rewind that. That was crap. I heard my voice crack through the microphone. Like, no. We become better. Just look what we have done. All that we destroyed, you must build again. The children are gross. The children cry. No, we tried. When the children sing, let the new world begins. Little child, the guitar solo on this. We must show the way. to a better day, all the young. You were born for the world to see that we all can live with love and peace. No more presidents. God, that was horrible sounding. Jesus fucking Christ. Live with love and peace. No more presidents. And all the wars will end. One united world under God. The children's right. The children fry? No, god damn it. I fucking hate this when I mess up on my vocal covers, dude. I meant to say when the children cry, not when the children fight. I was a lyric ahead of it. Fucking whore fucking motherfuck, dude. I'll just redo the whole fucking song. Fucking embarrassing, dude. 40,000 subscribers. Get it together. But yeah, honestly, me fucking up on this song's not nearly as frustrating as the Roe versus Wade bullshit. We'll circle back to it. Oh, you're all expecting me to have an autistic freak out. I'm like, nah, what's the point? What's the fucking point anymore? Freaking out over stupid shit. Oh, but it's not as entertaining to watch a fucking overgrown man-child retard freak out on camera, right? Not quite as entertaining, I know. Jeez. Cobra's working on himself. Oh. Sad day for the trolls. They lose yet again. I mean, I can match White Lion's voice, so that's why I'm not really getting pissed about it, to be honest. It's like, oh. Cobra and his singing voice. It's probably one of my trolls pretending to be my dad on the phone again. Turn that off so I can do my video. Beep. Anyways. Yeah, the guitar solo in this song is really pretty, dude. Just from the top. Little child, the show must go on. Are you crying eyes? How can I explain the fear you feel inside? You were born into this evil world. Man is killing man, and no one knows just why. What have we become? Just look what we have done. In my defense, I didn't warm up before doing vocal covers. Although we destroyed, you must build again. And the children cry, let them know we tried. When the children sing, let the new world begins. Honestly, my favorite line in the entire Harry Potter series is when Dumbledore says, music, a magic beyond what we teach at Hogwarts. Oh, I got goosebumps just thinking about it because, yeah, dude, I felt that. Like, just one of those brilliant quotes. Whew. I like the taste of this drink combo, but is it strong? Oh, yeah. Now, I haven't had Jack Daniels in a long ass time, but I tell you what, I wanted something stiff for this rant because I was I was fuming, man. I'm like, where does the government and the fucking churches get off telling a woman she can't have an abortion? When in certain circumstances, I personally think it should be legal. You know, if she was raped or like if it's for medical reasons, you know, and then you might have some like conservative cocksucker who might say, well, if you let them have that, then they'll all lie about it just to get one. And it's like, dude, fuck you. You know? Fuck you. And you already know that that's going to be the counter argument that these fucking conservative cocksuckers who are like, oh, we support AR-15s, but we're against abortion. Oh wait, why are you against abortion? Because that kills lives. Now I'm not saying all AR-15s are like that, but it's kind of fucking asinine when you turn 18 years old, you can't smoke a fucking cigarette, but you can buy an AR-15 and die for your fucking country. They're like, no, go ahead. Which will kill you faster, the AR-15 or the cigarettes? I'll wait. Go ahead, I'll wait. Sorry, I got off track. This is just such a beautiful song, man. This would be a song I'd play for my kid to sing him to sleep, you know. My kid would be so protected and safe, you have no idea. Fuck with my demon spawn and I will fucking end you. It's just a fatherly instinct. It's already ingrained to a point when you get to a certain age, you know. Little child, you must show the way to melody for all the young. You're born for the world to see that we all can live with love and peace. No more presidents. Nice voice crack. How the no. President. No. Ridiculous. And peace. No more presidents. There we go. No, the wars will end. One united world under God, the inner God. Yeah. The children try. Okay, I barely nailed that. No, we tried. When the children sing, that the new world begins. Guitar solo. May the spirit of rock and roll bless you today. It is Friday. Dude. Things in this music video that just make your dick shrink like it's in cold water. What have we become? Just look what we have done. All that we destroyed, you must build again. Like, children are so fucking innocent to the world, man. That's why I really fucking hate sickos, dude. Like, dating and sex is complicated and gross and weird. It's bad enough for adults, but to do that shit to someone who's not old enough to maturely handle it is just so beyond fucked, dude. All my presidents and all the wars will end. So hear me out. Like, let's say a 13-year-old gets raped and molested by her 40-year-old creepy uncle. and she ends up getting pregnant. And now with these anti-abortion laws, she can't have an abortion. Now she's being forced to carry it to term with the feeling like a disgusting person because of that shit. So it's like at some point you have to ask yourself, yeah, well, I mean, like if you support AR-15s but you're against abortion because they take human lives, you're a fucking hypocrite. You know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, one united world under God, and the children cry. They know we tried. When the children bright, let them know it ain't right. When the children pray, let them know the way. When the children sing, let the new world begins. One of the songs I do in my set list. Wait, I've never heard their song, this Broken Heart. Ooh, hold up. Okay, I gotta click on that and hear it because I don't think I've heard that White Lion song.
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google. With our unlimited plus plan, you'll get
2022 be like.
Plus.
2022 be like. Wait, what's that band's name? White Lion. Oh my god! So racist. What? Because they have the word white in their name. You're retarded. Oh, stand alone and find a way looking hard. Oh, hold up. I know I could sing this. I'm gonna look up the lyrics. I never tried singing it before, and it's just like, whoa, look at that. Cobra can sing. Ooh. Whoa, you'll stand alone, trying to find the pain of broken hearts. Well, she let me, I don't know, it doesn't matter anymore. If your love lasts forever, then I stand then all alone. Oof, I'm liking this song. I'm liking this song. Life and after broken hearts. Of course there is, man. Like, I've been there, done that, burnt the t-shirt, dude. If I had a fucking $100 for every time I got rejected, I wouldn't need to do YouTube or make wands to make money, to be honest. Eventually you get rejected so much you're numb to it, and then you don't care and you just keep going, and then eventually the right woman comes along and you're just like, ha 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 ha, rubbing it in everyone's fucking face. Like, see what happens when you wait patiently? Cheers, folks. That drink combo was whew. The Jack definitely gave it a bite. I love my Jack Daniels. People are like, "What's your favorite hard liquor?" And I'm like, "Bro, you're looking at it. This stuff mixed with Green Monster Original is actually, I like the taste of it personally. Because you're taking my two favorite things, Monster Green Energy Drink and Jack Daniels. I'm like, my little stash here, it's not a whole lot to get like super faded, but it's enough to enjoy my Friday night. Mr. Rockstar over here. And I'm not trying to name bomb anyone, but when you got your high school crushes, and I don't give a fuck about high school anymore, honestly, that's all said and done. Everyone made fun of me for my obsession with cobras, and it became a thing. And then I now have a cult at my fingertips. You got the good ones who support me in what I do and worship the ground I walk on. And then, of course, you got the assholes who hate me and try to do everything they can to ruin it. And it's just like the ones who hate me are just afraid of what I'm teaching and what I'm preaching. Power to the people. Fuck sexism, fuck sickos, and fuck racism, and power to the motherfucking people, man. It's all about like believing in yourself and smoking some good pot. Yeah, man. And be like, you ever what? Oh yeah, I was singing this singing this song. I smoke marijuana for my Asperger's, and that's another reason why I drink. I'm not gonna say that's an excuse, but it's just like when I smoke cigarettes or weed or drink alcohol. Those are like my three, and caffeine, like caffeine, alcohol, nicotine, and THC. Those are my main four vices. And yeah. One second. Feeling fine. Pain from a broken heart. Goddamn right, you can fight the pain from a broken heart. You just gotta say to yourself, you know what? That cunt's not worth my time, and then you keep going. You keep going because you're a man, damn it. Grab your fucking balls and be like, I am a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta find your most attractive qualities and use that to your advantage. Like for me, that's my guitar playing and my singing and my gift with animals. And I'm really great with kids and old people too. So people see that and they're like, Cobra's an asshole, but he's also a really good guy. I'm an asshole with a heart of gold. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and that makes me vulnerable to how depressing society really is. And the the fucking the the Roe versus Wade fucking shit pissed me off. I even made a shirt about this because there were women out there who were going on sex strikes just to make their voices be heard. Probably because no man wanted to fuck them, or okay, Cobra, don't be an asshole. Okay, all jokes aside, that was mean. I apologize for that. I actually have a shirt for that. This is my pro women's rights shirt. It says I stand with the sex strike. And it features a cobra wearing a crown to represent a queen cobra and her young. And on the back, it's got some ovaries. It says, "Don't tread on me." And because Christians are traditionally against abortion, I put a pentagram on the back of it to go with the female symbol, which looks very satanic. I love it. And then on below that it says women's liberation. Okay, I get so fucking sick and tired of the government and the fucking churches, okay, telling a woman what she can and can't do with her fucking body. Pisses me off. You might laugh your ass off at it, but I'm being dead serious, goddammit. I support women's rights, so check out that fucking t-shirt. Yeah. Ugh. Dude, I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling good right now. Yeah. How the fuck did you make that drink combo again that you were drinking earlier? Yeah, I'll do that after I finish my beer. Yeah, and you don't need drugs and alcohol to fight the pain from a broken heart, but it helps. You know, you fucking eat some shrooms, fucking smoke some pot, slam a couple beers, and then like you realize that, you know what? You'll have plenty of girls that want you in the near future. Just give it time. And I'm living proof of that, man. I grew up getting rejected by every chick I liked because I was a very socially awkward kid, and even worse as a teenager. But as an adult, I'm a lot less awkward than I was when I was a kid because I grew up and mellowed out a little bit, mellowed out a little bit. On a new day, not alone. On a break wave, broken hearts. A woman, gonna take her home. I'll pick up the pieces, start all over again. Well, life would be much better. And that's this is a really good song, and I'm totally fucking nailing this cover, but like, you don't need a girlfriend to be happy, man. You really don't. You gotta learn to be happy just being single before you can be happy with having someone. You know. I don't care if you're gay, straight, lesbian, trans, bisexual, queer, whatever. Okay, you gotta learn to be happy with yourself and work on yourself as a person before you can be happy with someone else. Because this is the way I look at it, YouTube, in all honesty. It's like, do I want to get a girlfriend? Yes. But do I want her to carry my emotional baggage along with hers? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, that's just how it is. Like, everyone's got problems, and everyone's got a fucking story to tell. And you think you have it bad until you hear someone else's struggle, and then all of a sudden, it makes you appreciate how much better your life is. I've seen people out there who have it way worse than I do, and it's made me a very humble person, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's the weekend. I'm busting out a couple vocal covers, bitching about the Roe versus Wade verdict. You know how that goes. And if you want to increase your chances of attracting the ladies, get yourself some tactical soap. If you visit the description box, in fact, I want to plug that. I want to take a break from singing this wicked sweet White Lion song that I've never heard before, but I'm liking the sound of. And we're going to plug it because I am a proud affiliate for Tactical Soap. I don't have to get laid to know that this soap works, dog. That's no bullshit. The other day when I went to the bar with Campbell and it was karaoke night at the office, I didn't try to hit on any of the chicks. I just played it casual and did my thing. And that's a lot of women will respect you for not trying too hard because women are overly sexualized in our society. So, you know, like there's just layers to this, man. If you're new to the channel, you don't even know. But if you want to increase your chances of attracting the ladies, dude, King Cobra JFS officially swears by this soap. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a proud affiliate. Okay, this soap fucking kicks ass. It's cold cut, natural press soap. This other soaps have chemicals and it's bad for your skin, bad for your body. But tactical soap is amazing because it has pheromones. So if you're a dude and you want to pick up on the chicks, hint, hint. You're married, or maybe you're a single guy and you like going to the bar and you try picking up on chicks, and your pickup lines are funny, but it doesn't quite get you there. The chicks are like, you're funny, but then that's as far as it goes. I'm like, dude, you want to increase your chances of getting some pussy? Get yourself some fucking tactical soap. Yeah, buddy. You're not even the real Richie Wright. And Dove doesn't do that. Fucking retarded fucking idiots. Ugh, I love 80s metal. Oh, the sun will shine again. Life. After broken heart, broken heart, broken heart, broken heart, broken heart. Yeah. Really, you can. Okay, this is why I preach power is in your mind. The power of the mind, power to the people. Because it's the power of yourself. Okay, instead of believing in some bullshit higher power, believe in yourself. Even though I idolize Satan, I don't worship him. Satan, the devil, and Lucifer, they're three different deific forces, people. Yeah. I idolize Satan, Lucifer, and the devil himself. They are three different deific forces, although throughout history, people have associated them as the same when they're actually different. They are different deific forces cast out from the self-righteous hypocrites of heaven to rule over their own kingdom and say, "Nay." I'm liking this White Lion song, dude. Fucking crunchy solos. Oh, I know that life is much better. Oh, the sun will shine again. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'll tell you what I know. The stuck-up cunts who reject you in high school are going to grow up to be lonely cat women who hate men while you're drowning in pussy. So you're sitting there going, I hate high school. I'm tired of getting bullied. You fucking ignore that and do the best you can to complete high school, and once you're out of high school, the world's your oyster, dude. I'm telling you right now, if you can graduate high school and go through junior high and middle school to the best of your abilities, and if you can graduate high school, that's really all you need to go through life. You don't have to go to college. All these assholes when you're in high school who are like, what college you going to go to? It's like, crack, I can't afford that shit. What? What are you going to do with the rest of your life? Stop pressuring me. That's exactly how it feels, dude. But me, I wanted to be a famous rapper or a musician or what have you. And the, I wanted to be a rocker, dude, you know? So, like, I got into playing guitar when I was in junior high. I had a paper route that I got a couple cents per paper. I got a paycheck at the end of every month, okay? And I fucking saved up my paychecks to get my first guitar. It was a BC Rich Bronze Series Warlock with the skull on the bottom half of it right here, you know. You know the one I'm talking about. If you remember Gothic KingCobra62, you remember that. I still have a chunk of that guitar. I regret smashing it on YouTube, but it got views. Just sitting there pulling one of those. Like, when the fuck did that become a thing where you're just like to your guitar? I'm like, bro. One fucking rock star did it on stage where they're just like smashing their guitar on stage after a concert and then kicking the pieces off into the crowd, and then like a bunch of people like Schmiegel going, "No, I want a piece." And this life, you're not a broken heart. This life, you're not a broken heart. Broken heart. Night. Pain from a broken heart. Broken heart. Life. After a broken heart. On fire. A broken heart. Broken heart. Okay, stop calling your girlfriend your boyfriend baby. That's gross. Sorry, but it's gross. Fuck neophiles, dude. Not sorry for that. Like, babies are the reason why you don't want to have shag nasties. That's like a consequence, like getting an STI. Because sometimes you're stuck with it for life. You know, if you want to, like, if you're going to have sex education, you got to teach them the ABCs, like I said earlier in this video. A standing for abstinence, B standing for birth control, and C standing for care. Take personal responsibility and care about the situation. If you're gonna do nasty, fucking put a condom on, use birth control, and you know, and if there's too much pressure, just say fuck sex and do your thing, man. You know, you're not missing out on much, to be honest. There are times when it's like sex is kind of overrated, especially when people get attached and it's just like, do you love me? And it's like, let's get to know each other first. But we just fucked. And it's like, well, this is awkward. This is awkward. There we go. And yes, you don't need drugs and alcohol to get over I was being sarcastic when I said that to a degree. You don't need drugs or alcohol to get over a broken heart. You just realize, hey, you're not the only one. What helps me cope with my dry spell is knowing I'm not getting some chick pregnant, I'm not catching STIs, and I'm not dealing with a broken heart. So, like, it could be worse. You learn to be patient with your dry spell. You realize your attractive qualities and what makes you stand out from the crowd and what makes you a good person, and you roll with it, dude. And you gotta have that confidence, man. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, man, if you get tactical soap, it's like wearing liquid confidence on your skin. You remember those Axe commercials from the 90s where the chicks would spill the dude who put the Axe on? They're just like, ah. Okay, you want that effect in real life? Get some tactical soap. Mm, mm, mm. I regret that one's not as stiff as the first time I made it, but still tasty. Oh man, is that the end of the song?
The Hansons.
The Hansons are going on vacation and no one cares. That was a fucking good song. Fucking Pickle Boy got arrested. Is this clickbait? I swear to God, dude. I get why people find me entertaining when I freak out on camera. Watching Angry Grandpa freak out on camera, I thought it was kind of entertaining. Just like we all feel like that sometimes, and then you don't freak out because you don't want society to be like, that person has anger issues. But no, the Roe versus Wade verdict, it pissed me off, man. 100%. Because, like, abortion should be legal under certain circumstances. If she was raped, molested, or if it's a medical emergency, like, that's the whole argument with abortion and why a lot of these conservative and a-hole fucking Christian fucks are like, but it kills lives. Okay, so yeah, abortion does technically, to some varying degree, yes. But what if it's medically necessary to save the woman's life? What if the only way to save that woman is to abort it? So sometimes when you don't get an abortion, someone still dies. So your argument is flawed. And the autistic who loves to drink is telling it like it is. This video is going to piss a lot of people off, but for the right reasons. That being said, if you're doing abortions for the right reasons, you can use those stem cells to do some really amazing medical science. So it's like, that baby did not die in vain. Their stem cells are used to help extend the lives of other people. But people don't look at it like that, dude. All they see is, you're a baby murdering piece of shit. It's like, yeah, but she was molested by her creepy uncle. I don't care. She don't no abortions. I'm like, you say that until it happens to you. I'll watch that kid behind the camera video later. Right now I'm streaming. I want to do more vocal covers. I might. I just might. Dude, back in the early 2000s when I was in high school, you know, I watched angry grandpa growing up as a kid. I remember when Pickle Boy made a burger for his dad and then told him it was from a burger joint because he's like, "Oh, Dad hates my cooking," kind of thing, you know. And then angry grandpa was like, "God damn, Mike is the best burger I ever had." And he's just like, "Plank, I cooked it." Watching angry grandpa get his 55 Chevy was, dude, that was the sweetest Christmas video, I swear to you. One of, if not, you know. Like, I actually cried when I watched that because you hear about the story about how he got screwed on his 55 Chevy, you know, and freaking, you know, I wanted to be as famous as Pickle Boy so I could do the same thing for my dad with his Mustang, but my dad beat me to it. Okay, he got his Mustang back, and that thing is just cherry. Yeah. If I had a Mustang, I'd probably get if I had the money, I'd get like a 68 Shelby GT 350 with a 428 fastback. Oh, dude. Like, oh, geez, Pickle Boy got arrested. Well, because of Tina, right? Like, officer, he farted on my door handle. Fucking, you know, right now I don't feel like singing any songs at the moment.
Wade rants. Personally, I want to thank my trolls. If you hadn't submitted false neighbor complaints at my old apartment, I wouldn't have gotten this sweeter, much bigger apartment. So I appreciate that. See, what are my trolls doing on Friday? Cobra better not go live. I swear to fucking God. Like, nah, 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 nah. Cobra went live. What are you gonna do about it, pussy? So we're gonna look this up. This is the hot topic, man, of today. Supreme Court Roe versus Wade. President Biden's reaction to Roe versus Wade on Cunt News Network. That's what I call them. I call Fox News, like FUCKS News. And I call CNN Cunt News Network. I'm an independent. Kiss my American ass. Hold up.
Not all we wonder are lost. We understand that some.
Today is it's not hyperbole to suggest a very solemn moment. Today, the Supreme Court of the United States expressly took away the constitutional right from the American people.
Yeah, preach it, Mr. Biden. Preach it. That's exactly why I'm fucking pissed off. Because these fucking Republicans are the biggest fucking hypocrites. You try to take away their AR-15s and they scream about constitutional rights. But the second, the fucking second, you're like, abortion's illegal because it kills people. I'm like, it's so frustrating. Dude, there are layers to this. There are fucking layers to this, dude. The Republicans want to scream about constitutional rights when it comes to their guns, but the second a woman wants an abortion because she was raped. Nope, can't have it. Screw you, bitch. Pretty much how it is. Oh my god, I'm so sick and tired of talking about this crap on my channel, but it's in the fucking news. Every day it's these fucking assholes. And you got the assholes who are way too obsessed with pronouns and political correctness to the point where it makes them look bad. And then you got the, oh my god, dude. Man, y'all don't gotta donate money to my PayPal or my Cash App, but if you do, it's appreciated, man. I just wanted to go on camera and bitch about this. My only complaint with Joe Biden is that the child sniffing thing. It's a little weird. Even if he says he's not a pedophile, I'm just saying. I'm like, yeah, but you smell like young people. I'm just kidding, Mr. President. Fucking smart ass. Okay. It's like, well, he is Catholic, so that would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Rosemary beads, more like anal beads. Okay, calm down.
Is already recognized. They didn't limit it, they simply took it away. That's never been done to a right so important to so many Americans. But they did it.
You know, that's what kills me about Republicans anymore. It's like, and that's just it. They're not even trying to take away AR-15s. They're simply imposing some smarter gun control. Which is like, hey, if you want to buy an AR-15, you got to be 21 and up. Nothing over 30 rounds per magazine. And like, you know, no bump fire stocks, no fully automatics, no silencers, no clips over 30 rounds, no fully automatics. And then stricter background checks for assault weapons. And fucking, okay, like let's say you walk into a gun store and you buy an AR-15. Now you gotta wait like a minimum of 60 days before you can buy another one, which includes more clips, ammunition, etc. You know, and that's if that's how we gotta be, on top of putting metal detectors outside of our schools, our churches, and our grocery stores. So be it. Or, you know, people could just be more responsible with their guns and be like, you know, you're pissed at the world. If you're gonna pull a mass shooting, you might as well just shoot yourself, you know, and save all the bullshit of everyone else going through it.
It's a sad day for the court and for the country.
It is, Mr. President. I fully agree. Now, I agree with Joe Biden's taste in double-barrel shotguns. But sometimes all you need is a double-barrel shotgun. I fucking love my 12-gauge Stoker 12-gauge coach gun. I thought about getting my my Stoker 12-gauge legal limit SBS. I take it to a gunsmith and have the barrels shortened and then like the stock shortened to legal limit. So you have like a little bit of a pistol grip, but like half of the back end of it so it can still hold the sling. But I don't got the money to make my double barrel into an SBS, so I'm perfectly content with the size it is. The main reason I don't make my double barrel shotgun into an SBS is because I like to have the advantage of if some motherfucker is trying to fuck with my shit at 50 yards away, all I gotta do is swing that beaver tail receiver this way, break open the barrels, be like, oh, 50 yards away. Okay, hold up. 1 12-gauge slug here, 1 12-gauge slug here, chook, chook. Just wait. 50 yards away. Bam! Pop out his kneecap. He drops to the ground. Like, ah, oh, motherfucking horse, son of a fucking. Walk up to him and be like, you fucked with the wrong ranch, motherfucker. Butt check. Okay. No, you know what pisses me off? Like, when I was on that Courtney Knight stream, I popped 2 shells into my gun and then immediately emptied it to show the action and work. And people freaked out, like, oh my God, Cobra, be careful. And I'm like, get off my fucking ass. I know how my gun works. And I don't even keep it loaded unless I have to fucking use it. Like, that's just gun safety 101, dude. I'm not going to show it off on camera because, you know, that's how you get the police and the YouTube. You'd be like, Mr. Cobra, that's not appropriate. Oh, fuck you.
"50 years ago, Roe v. Wade was decided. It has been the law."
That's what kills me about the hypocrisy of the people. It's like you got these Republicans who are like, the second you try to suggest that maybe, just maybe, we should raise the AR-15 age to 21 and up. Because the way I see it, you turn 18, you can watch porn, you can die for your country, and you can buy an AR-15, but you can't smoke a fucking cigarette. I'm like, where's the logic in that, man? It didn't, like, raising the tobacco age to 21 and up didn't personally affect me because I was well past that age. But I remember when I was 18 and I got my ID, it was like a rite of passage as a smoker for an adult. Like, I could now walk into any gas station and be like, yeah, I want a pack of that. I thought about getting a pack of NXTs because I've been craving them. But I got this big ass bag of 4 Aces pipe tobacco, so I'm set for the moment. Oh, YouTube, hold up. If you're an ex-smoker, I'm not trying to trigger you, but look at that Kentucky Brown. Look at all that delicious pipe tobacco. The 4 Aces is not a sponsor. This is also for 21 and up. Oh, shit. You put this in like cigarette tubes, or it's cheap pipe tobacco is what it is. Like, you get a big ass bag of it for like $15 instead of going to the fucking store and buying a pack of cigarettes for like $5-6. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know. Oh, dude, I love the smell of tobacco. Uncharred, unburnt. It's just got that scent, dude. Oh my God, dude. Somebody, okay, I gotta stop sniffing it. But yeah, 4 Aces, your tobacco rules, dude. That or Smoker's Pride. Like, Smoker's Pride cherry pipe tobacco is just, it's budget cherry pipe tobacco and it's delicious. And that's the problem with guns in our society. It's like whenever it comes to guns, nobody talks about the people who use their double-barrel shotgun or their AR-15 to defend their house from a burglar. But if someone uses one or another in a mass shooting, fuck mass shootings, all of a sudden it's like, now everyone's talking about it. And it's like, well, you know, not to be that one guy, but I'm sick and tired of guns getting a bad name, and I'm sick and tired of American lives being lost. Oh, but wait, there was a shooting in Mexico. So if you want to say it's an American problem, fuck you. It's a people problem. Because the rest of the world just like Americans and their guns, right? But when a mass shooting happens somewhere else, all of a sudden it's like, What was that you were saying about how mass shootings are strictly an American problem? Fuck you, you bigoted piece of shit. It's a fucking people problem. Mental illness is the key to making that shit happen. Okay? And we live in a society that says if you do not properly say, like this person over here identifies as a poop emoji, and if you don't properly identify them as that poop emoji, you're being a violent piece of shit and you're violating their rights to pronouns, and you can get thrown in jail for that shit. That's the problem with our fucking society. You want to talk about mental illness. How the fuck does that work? You're going to cover your entire body in poop emoji tattoos and be like, look at you, you're a piece of shit human being just looking for attention.
And since then, this landmark case protected women's right to choose, her right to make intensely personal decisions with her doctor.
Preach it, Mr. President. A woman's personal choice. See, when it comes to abortion rights, I'm more democratic. When it comes to Republican, blah. When it comes to abortion rights and marijuana rights and legalization, I'm more Democrat. But when it comes to things like gun rights and constitutional rights, I'm more Republican on that.
Free from the interference of politics. It reaffirmed basic principles of equality, that women have the power to control their own destiny.
And that's just it, ladies. The president just said it right there. Mr. Biden just said it. The women have the control to control their own destinies. Exactly my fucking point. So it's either close your fucking legs or put some fucking condoms on. Get on birth control or close your fucking legs. It's just that fucking simple. Okay, like when it comes to abortion, yes, it's a constitutional right and it's a woman's right at the end of the day. But okay, it's one thing if like I said, if she was raped or it was a medical issue, then okay, yeah, abortion should be an option. But if she wants to get an abortion because she was too lazy to wear condoms, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Put that kid in adoption, you miserable cunt. At that point, when is the stuff becoming medically and professionally necessary to where it crosses over to that's just murder? Like, women can't control when they get raped. Even if they wear a low-cut t-shirt that shows off their boobs, men should be able to show enough fucking goddamn restraint to be like, no means no, motherfucker. Like, how would you feel, fellas, if you went to the bar and some gay dude raped you and you weren't into it? You were straight and and it just made you feel, you're in the shower, washing out your butthole, like, I don't want it, sitting there crying because no one's gonna believe you, and you're afraid to be called a faggot because and that's a extreme example. Fuck homophobia for that matter, but. Do unto others as you'd have done to you. It's the golden rule.
Reinforced a fundamental right of privacy.
This is your captain.
Yeah, no shit. The fundamental right to privacy. Like, okay, if you're a woman, and you're getting an abortion because you were raped by your creepy uncle or by some random drunk asshole on the street who just can't take no for an answer, piece of shit. Or like, oh, hey, your baby was going to come out so retarded, it would have lived to be like 25 years old, and then it would have died, kind of thing. That's just the kind of information that most women don't want to discuss publicly. And it's just like, I get so sick and like women are the ones that birth children. All men have to do is deposit a load of baby gravy into her cunt. And that's all the men have to do. And then they wait 9 months, she pushes it out, and now it's both y'all's responsibilities. So for the first 9 months, men don't have to do shit except massage her feet and tell her, baby, you're still pretty. Babe, you're still pretty. The woman's like, can you go to the store and get me some pickles and peanut butter? What? Pregnancy cravings? Well, sure. Lady and the Tramp, the original Disney movie. Darling, are you sure you want watermelon? Yes, and some chop suey too. All right, darling. Hey, Cobra, your inner 90s baby is showing.
Right of each of us to choose how to live our lives. Now, with Roe gone,
People shouldn't get crap for choosing how to live their lives. As long as you ain't a sicko who, honestly, if you're not a miserable piece of shit human being and you're not a sicko, who gives a fuck outside of that? That's what I'm saying, dude.
let's be very clear. The health and life of women in this nation are now at risk. As chairman and ranking member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, as vice president and now as president of the United States, I've studied this case carefully. I've overseen more Supreme Court confirmations than anyone today, where this case was always discussed. I believe Roe v. Wade was the correct decision as a matter of constitutional law and application of the fundamental right to privacy and liberty in matters of family and personal autonomy. It was a decision on a complex matter. It drew a careful balance between a woman's right to choose earlier in her pregnancy and the state's ability to regulate later.
That should be a conversation we need to have. Like, not trying to be a dick, YouTube, but that's something you got to think about. Like, of age, sex feels amazing, but you got to consider the consequences to doing it. It's much like eating a jelly-filled donut. You're sitting there going, I want a jelly-filled donut. You're eating it, the sugar intake, the calories, and you're just sitting there like, and you have your little endorphin kick of, what's that one chemical called? It's an endorphin kick that releases when you have sex or when you eat sugary food. You know the chemical I'm talking about. Dopamine, that's the word. Okay, dopamine releases in your brain when you have sex and when you drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes or eat fast food or food that's bad for you or when you do drugs. It gives you those happy feelings. If you're going to do drugs, I'm not going to say anything against it. I'm just going to say be smart about it. Don't be a fucking idiot. You become one of those assholes that's sucking dick for crack, you might want to rethink your habit, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Her pregnancy. A decision with broad national consensus. And most Americans of faith and backgrounds found acceptable, that have been the law of the land for most of the lifetime of Americans today.
My personal opinion, I don't give a fuck. Abortion should be legal. It should be a woman's choice because she's the one carrying it. You know, you might get pissed off at me and say, well, I don't agree with everything Biden does, like the gas bullshit, but that's for a different video. Fucking, I don't care outside of that because Wyoming's an oil state, and when Joe Biden signed into an executive order to shut down pipelines, that affected states like Wyoming who are oil based. So it's like for states whose economy rely on oil, it pretty much says a giant middle finger to you, doesn't it? That's why a lot of people in Wyoming miss Trump, but I didn't say that. And I'm like, you know, he'll be back in 4 years' time from now, so like, who cares? Politics is stupid. You want my honest opinion? Politics is stupid.
And it was a constitutional principle upheld by justices appointed by Democrat and Republican presidents alike. Roe v. Wade was a 7-2 decision, written by a justice appointed by a Republican president, Richard Nixon.
I'm not a crook. Fuck Richard Nixon.
In the 5 decades that followed,
Fuck Harry J. Anslinger. And fuck Richard Nixon.
Roe v. Wade, justices appointed by Republican presidents from Eisenhower, Nixon, and Reagan, George W. Bush were among the justices who voted to uphold the principles set forth in Roe v. Wade. It was 3 justices named by 1 president, Donald Trump, were the core of today's decision to upend the scales of justice and eliminate a fundamental right for women in this country. Make no mistake, this decision is a culmination of a deliberate effort.
And this just honestly, the Roe versus Wade bullshit, YouTube, it creates so many fucking problems by telling you're gonna have a man who rapes a woman and says he demands rights to his kid. Like that's only the tip of the iceberg. Some chick is going to the bar, having a couple drinks, woohoo, girls' night out, you know. And it's just like she thinks, oh hey, you know, she lives like maybe 5 or 6 blocks away or 8 blocks away from her house. So she's not too far from her apartment or her living situation. Doesn't think much of it. In the 8 blocks walk home, she gets raped by some random person on the streets fucking doing hard drugs and shit, fucking, you know the stereotypes. And now she's pregnant and faced with the dilemma of carry it to term or abort it. And now she can't get an abortion because right now she can't, you know, it becomes one of those things where it's like, obviously the dad's not going to fucking stick around for that crap. She cannot, and I know what a lot of people are going to say, well, then give it up for adoption. Give it to a couple who wants a kid. Yeah, well, you know what? That should be the woman's choice, not the government's choice or the fucking, You know, because women are the ones carrying babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think abortion should be legal 100%. No fucking special restrictions or none of that crap. You know, and at some point, it's just like, okay, if you're a woman, you've had so many abortions, your body can't take anymore. Then they're like, okay, we're gonna tie your tubes so you can't have kids anymore. And then you want to be a nasty little slut and fuck every Tom, Dick, and Harry in town and not face any of the consequences, then go at it. Because then if women say they have no rights, then I could be like, you know what, fuck you. If a dude backs out of the pregnancy because he doesn't want to deal with it, he's a piece of shit. But like if a fucking woman backs out of it and wants to get an abortion, well, it's automatically her right, right? So I'm like, you know, it takes a two to tango, and if you don't want to fuck because of potentially getting a bitch pregnant or fucking catching STDs or what have you, then it's just like, don't have sex, and then you won't have to worry about it. ABCs of sex: abstinence, birth control, and care. Birth control falls underneath condoms and shit like that. I got my Cobra Brewing Company, and ironically, the Roe versus Wade, it was in Texas. So it seems kind of dark and sarcastic that I bust out my Texas Cobra Brewing Company pint glass for this occasion. Oh, I love Jack Daniels. Don't be creepy about it. Well, I'm sorry, but the Roe versus Wade shit had me so fucking triggered. I'm sick and tired of trans women and women having their rights taken away because our society's homophobic, transphobic, or just sexist in general, you know. As long as you ain't a sicko and you're not abusing your privilege, who gives a shit? Everyone should deserve rights outside of that. That's how I feel about the issue. Look at that mango nectar. That mango nectar is, oh, dude, that's so fucking delicious, YouTube. It really is. We'll slap in some of that peach tea. Whoop! Some of that mango tea. Crazy little drink combo for the weekend. Get you some, YouTube. Then we got some Mad Dog 2020 spiked punch, tangy orange, and pineapple. Oh, fuck me. Island pineapple and tangy orange. That's another one. Oh, a little bit more. There we go. Now, I might have drained my Jack, but I don't care. I got a big ass can of Bud Light. And all these canned drinks that I used to mix this drink left. So, even if I didn't have any alcohol, I still appreciate your support and just watching Cobra go off on YouTube like, what's this controversial asshole gonna say next?
For decades, upset balance of our law. It's a realization of an extreme ideology and a tragic error by the Supreme Court, in my view. The court has done what it has never done before, expressly take away a constitutional right that is so fundamental to so many Americans that had already been recognized.
At some point, you have to ask yourself, there are too many goddamn people on this planet. It's not going to hurt if a couple of women have abortions. There are too many goddamn people on this fucking miserable fucking planet. At some point, you think to yourself, a couple of abortions every now and then ain't going to hurt.
The court's decision to do so will have real.
I can be a funny asshole when I drink. It just depends on your sense of humor, I guess.
Immediate consequences. State laws banning abortion are automatically taking effect today, jeopardizing the health of millions of women, some without exceptions. So extreme that women could be punished for protecting their health.
Yeah, what kind of fucking crap is that? Like, the doctor's sitting there going, oh, well, Mrs. Stevenson, if you give birth to this baby, you could die. So the only way to, like, potentially save your life is to have an abortion. So then it comes down to your life versus its life. And that's where a lot of people get tied on the argument. It's like, I see it as a mercy sort of thing. To be honest, I see it as a mercy sort of thing. Like, the world we live in is so miserably fucked off that if you abort a kid because of medical issues, you're actually sparing them going through life and bullshit. So if, in a way, abortion's beautiful, if you look at it from my perspective of how fucked off life really is. When I watch this CNN Joe Biden reaction, maybe I might continue, maybe I might not, but that's how I feel about it.
So extreme that women and girls were forced to bear their rapist's child.
Exactly my point, Mr. President. Thank you. That women out there are getting raped by pieces of shit men who just, they can't get a pocket pussy or a sex doll if they're not getting laid and just be like, I'm content. No, they gotta go out and fucking rape a bunch of women. And it pisses me off. So now these women are getting pregnant because of a rape situation, and you're telling them, oh, hey, yeah, I'm very Democrat when it comes to abortion rights. And I'm very Republican when it comes to gun rights. That's called being an independent. Cheers, folks.
This is your captain. On a mission to seek out new life, push the boundaries of what is known and what is possible.
I'm standing on the surface of a comet.
Yep.
The child.
The other reason I signed up for Paramount Plus is so I could watch the new episode of South Park when it come out,
The Krantz. It just stuns me. So extreme that doctors will be criminalized for fulfilling their.
Yeah, I'll drink to that, Mr. Biden. Like, exactly my point, dude. Doctors are being prosecuted for murder because a woman was raped and then got pregnant, and the dude was just like, it's not my fault being a typical pig piece of shit male. And then it's just like, now the woman and the doctor are getting punished for aborting it. I'm like, my head. Logically, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, what? Hold up. If your 12-year-old daughter got raped by some fucking pedophile piece of shit and couldn't have an abortion because of new state laws, now you're being forced to take care of her raped baby because, abortion is evil. I'm like, it really fucking makes you think, YouTube. It's just a classic example of our society taking rights away from women as usual. It's nothing new. And unfortunately, it's a really, really random but often regular occurrence. And it makes me sad. Like women should have the right to an abortion if they want one. I agree with the president and his taste in double-barrel shotguns, but that's not the point. The health of women and the health and rights of women are being compromised because it's all about your political agenda. And sometimes that's what it comes down to. This is a very touchy subject on YouTube, so I'm approaching it as delicately as I can. YouTube. Like, okay, fucking the kid's gonna come out and that'll kill the woman. But if there's a 95% chance that if the woman gives birth to the kid, it'll kill her and the kid. And the only way to save that woman is to have an abortion. At some point, you think to yourself, okay, if you're against abortion because it's murder, why not use it because you don't want some baby murdering a woman or some woman to give birth to a dead baby? At some point, you have to ask yourself that really hard to swallow truth. Like, Mrs. Stevenson, your kid's going to come out mentally retarded and they're going to live to be like 20 years old. And then they're going to die. The medical expenses for that child of yours are going to be super fucking expensive. That being said, I have friends who are mentally retarded, and people who are mentally retarded, like in a good way, like they're special, you know what I'm saying? They're awesome. They don't care about the world's depressing issues. You give them some chocolate milk and sit them down in front of SpongeBob SquarePants, and they're sitting there going, "Hey, I like SpongeBob. He makes me laugh." And it's just like it's like they have the innocence of a child, but they're an adult, and it's like it's precious, dude. I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's exactly how it is. People call you a retard. I'm like, embrace it. Fucking embrace it. Look at black people. They got called the N-word so many times that they're just like, you know what? We're going to start using it for ourselves. And if anyone else who ain't black says it, you're a racist.
Duty.
That's when you like you're calling some person with Down syndrome or retard, and then it's like, "Hey, motherfucker, that's R word." See what I did there? R word. Like, if you're not retarded, you shouldn't be allowed to use the word retarded. If you want to have that argument, like, you can't say fag unless you're gay, but technically, fag means like British cigarette. And if you interpret it as a homophobic slur, then that makes you fucking homophobic. Shit, you used to be able to, when you would hand crank a Model T, you had to retard the spark, adjust the timing up all the way on this side, all the way to the top, and then like take the lever over here and be like halfway, and then turn on the magneto, and then tuck your thumb underneath when you're starting the crank handle and push it in, and then hope it fires over.
To care.
Retard the spark. Oh my God, you guys, Model Ts are so politically incorrect. I say that with sarcasm because Model Ts are better built than today's cars.
Imagine having a young woman have to carry the child of incest as a consequence of incest.
You are preaching to the. It's like, hey, Joe Biden's talking about the Kennedys and the Bush family. Shh. Imagine having to carry an incest baby and being told, that being said, I would totally snort cocaine with George Bush Jr. I feel like that'd be a fun experience. Like, you got me, Ozzy Osbourne, Elton John, and George Bush Jr. And it's just like, hey man, and like Snoop Dogg and a bunch of other cool rappers, just a bunch of people, and be like, who's got the baggie? If you want to hang out, you got to take a rap.
No option. Too often the case.
Cocaine should be legal. It's a plant, much like marijuana or shrooms. That's all I'm going to say on that.
The poor women are going to be hit the hardest.
Cheers, Mr. President. That's the fucking truth, dog. Women who are poor and who can't afford abortions or health clinics are going to get hit hard the worst. So, like some random broke ass bitch who spent all her money going to the bar, and then some bigger bitch asshole piece of shit rapes her in an alleyway as she's walking home. Now she can't afford to fucking abort the baby. Now she's being forced to take care of it. And now that's kind of how everyone talks about it. Like, oh, that's so and so's rape baby. And it's like, what? Instead of being like, oh, hey, we're a happy and loving family, and she consented to the sex that created this vaginal turd. It's, hey, Cheryl. No offense to anyone named Cheryl, is just an example. Fuck. Like, hey, Cheryl, how's your rape baby? Fuck you for calling him that, and he's doing just fine, you piece of shit, because I'm a good mother, kind of thing,
Cruel. In fact, the court laid out state laws criminalizing abortion that go back to the 1800s as rationale.
Abortion laws have been overturning Roe tragic error by the Supreme Court since the 1800s. Well, like it was different in the 1800s. People were supposed to populate and procreate to create the next generation. But by the time we got to like the 60s and 70s, it was like, we've already got too many goddamn people on this planet. Nope, keep fucking procreating and fucking brainwashing kids with your fucking political agenda, even though it's stupid and retarded.
Literally taking America back 150 years. This is a sad day for the country, in my view.
I fully agree, Mr. President. It is a truly sad day when a woman can't be like, hey, you know what? The baby's in her stomach, and she can't get an abortion because the law said so, but the law is not the one carrying the baby. This is going to lead to women using things like coat hangers and a shit ton of alcohol to perform the procedure. Because, and that's just another problem with outlawing abortions, is that there are women out there who feel like, okay, now you got women who are shoving coat hangers up their cunts and drinking a shit ton of alcohol. Like, I'm going to scrape them out. Ow! Ah!
But it doesn't mean the fight's over. Let me
Exactly. Woo! Exactly, YouTube. You think it's because, oh, the government took away my rights again as usual, and it's worse. Like, you think you're bitching about it and living in America. It's pretty mild in America. Like, in America, they might take your rights away, but it's only mild compared to like third world countries that are ruled by dictators, fucking small dick pieces of shit, women hating man pieces of shit. Fuck. I'm trying to get through this rant, but I got the hiccups when drinking this deliciousness. And I'm like, I'm not going to let hiccups or a shitty vocal cover slow me down. It's the King Cobra show. The show must go on, YouTube. I got my corncob pipe with my angry orchard. I found a way to fix corncob pipes when they bust a hole in the middle after smoking out of them. And it works. You put a cap and glue around the outside of the hole, and then you like vice clamp it so that the bowl holds the cap in place. And then you take a pipe tobacco pipe screen, or like a screen you'd use for your marijuana pipes, and stick it at the bottom of the corn cob where the cap and the bowl meet. And that's really all it takes. You load a pipe tobacco, you load it up, you leave a small pinch of tobacco at the bottom of your pipe so it doesn't fucking make the hole bigger. And you can make a corncob pipe last a lot longer. Plus, you got some flair to it, like Angry Orchard. You know, you're sitting there like, oh, I'm angry, so that's why you're smoking a pipe. You're like, fucking society. And of course, it's not lit. There's ash in this, but I'm fixing to go out and smoke me a pipe because I fucking over how retarded our society is. The alcohol I am consuming and the wicked sick drink combos are legitimately doing it, dude. You know, like it's helping me cope with the depression of my own shit. Plus, I get depressed over society's bullshit more than I get depressed over my own shit. And that's the fucking truth. Whew. They're like Cobra, pink champagne and mango monster. What? Turned out fucking delicious. So, mm, that's a good drink combo. It's got a good flavor. And if you like the taste of Jack Daniels, you'll like the taste of this. It takes the burn away from the Jack, and then you get the taste of Jack Daniels, and then you get the taste of everything else, and you're just like, this was the corncob pipe that I smoked with George Bruno, the Sultan of Silver. I've been watching George Bruno for years on YouTube, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck if he's Christian. He's a fellow pipe smoker, you know, and that's what it was all about. So I got to smoke a pipe with him on his one stream back when, you know, it was smoker friendly up in here, but that's all right. That's just all right. I feel like it's just popular to hate the president, YouTube. Dude, I'm already feeling a really good buzz right now. You don't even know. We got about 5, 6 more minutes left of this here live stream video. I want to watch the rest of this Joe Biden, CNN fucking over Biden on the overturning of Roe, tragic error by the Supreme Court. I actually agree on this 1000%. I'm so sick and tired of the government telling a woman what she can and can't do with her body. And it's like, if you want to make the argument that if you give an abortion, you're murdering a child. And it's like, yeah, but what if the woman needs it so she doesn't get murdered? You know, that's the fucking truth, dude. Where the fuck's me pipe tool? It might be in my coat. Let me go check. Every pipe smoker's best friend. Pipe two. Pipe two. Oh. Smoke in my apartment, I totally spark this up on camera and be like, but my last apartment I was at banned smoking indoors. I fought it, and look where it got me, into a bigger and better apartment. Okay, no, but seriously, I'm not complaining. I like where I'm at right now more than I like my old apartment. So yeah, my old apartment didn't have a dishwasher and an air conditioner. If I wanted to wash dishes, it was all by hand. And if you sweating your balls off in the summertime, crack open a window.
Very clear and unambiguous. The only way we can secure a woman's right to choose, the balance that existed, is for Congress to restore the protections of Roe v. Wade as federal law.
Amen, Joe Biden. 100%, brother. I'm sick and tired of like women being told by the government and the churches and by society what they can't and cannot do with their body. It fucking pisses me off. Oh boy, howdy, this video is 2 hours long. But I'll go out and have a smoke and finish this finish up what I'm watching, give it my 2 cents, and be like, that's how I feel. And if you like the video, hit subscribe, hit like. Your sexy goth bad boy is a independent and a goth hippie. Goth hippie, that's a thing. Yeah, it is. And Ozzy Osbourne was one of the first few people to pioneer that. Fucking, I'm already feeling a bit fuzzy off the alcohol, so I'm like, ew. It's 4:29 on a Friday. Right. I'm gonna take an alcohol piss and I'm gonna go out and have a smoke. So, by my calculations, okay, 3. I'll go out for a smoke here in a second. You know what? I want to smoke right now. Go outside and puff on my pipe. Look at you, Mr. Popeye, the sailor goth man. Wow, I'll have you creamy spinach. Wow, I'll have you creamy spinach. I'm Popeye, the sailor man. Oh, Popeye! Wow, I'll have you creamy spinach. Mm. Oh. Whew. This drink combo is definitely strong enough. Like, this is. Oh, fuck me. I normally don't get the hiccups when I get alcohol in the system, but that's all right. The hiccups will pass. People are like, how do you deal with a broken heart? Well, you look at having a broken heart like hiccups. You know, having the hiccups sucks, but if you do what you can to get over it, fucking, it will pass and you'll find someone better. And you can't be in a rush to find someone better, otherwise, you'll never find them. You gotta take time to slow down and appreciate life's simple beauty, and fuck sickos. I'm about to go out and have a smoke. I'll be right back, you fucking wank guys. Got my wand with me. I'm getting good at making these wands, man. We still going? Beautiful, we're still going. Put the corn cob pie back in the tray. Yeah, man. Stay right there. There we go.
No executive action from the president can do that.
No, you shouldn't need an executive permission from the president to a woman's rights. Like, you want to hate abortion, but this is how I feel about it. I feel like it's a woman's right. And I'm so sick and tired of our society restricting women's rights because of a bunch of things. And if you saw the stuff I've been ranting about recently on my channel, you already know what's up.
Congress, as it appears, lacks the votes to do that now. Voters need to make their voices heard. This fall, we must elect more senators and representatives who will codify women's right to choose into federal law once again. Elect more state leaders to protect this right at the local level. We need to restore the protections of Roe as law of the land. We need to elect officials who will do that. This fall, Roe is on the ballot. Personal freedoms are on the ballot. The right to privacy, liberty, equality, they're all on the ballot. Until then, I will do all in my power to protect a woman's right in states where they will face the consequences of today's decision. While the court's decision cast a dark shadow over a large swath of the land, many states in this country still recognize a woman's right to choose. So, if a woman lives in a state that restricts abortion, the Supreme Court's decision does not prevent her from traveling from her home state to the state that allows it. It does not prevent a doctor in that state from treating her. As the Attorney General has made clear, women must remain free to travel safely to another state to seek care they need. My administration will defend that bedrock right. If any state or local official, high or low, tries to interfere with a woman's exercising her basic right to travel, I will do everything in my power to fight that deeply un-American attack. My administration will also protect a woman's access to medications that are approved by the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, like contraception, which is essential for preventative health care.
Not all who wander are lost. We understand.
Mifepristone, which the FDA approved 20 years ago to safely end early pregnancies and is commonly used to treat miscarriages. Some states are saying that they'll try to ban or severely restrict access to these medications. But extremist governors and state legislators are looking to block the mail or search the person's medicine cabinet or control a woman's actions by tracking data on her apps she uses are wrong and extreme and out of touch with the majority of Americans. The American Medical Association, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists wrote to me and Vice President Harris stressing that these laws are not based on evidence and asking us to act to protect access to care. They say by limiting access to these medicines, maternal mortality will climb in America. That's what they say. Today, I'm directing the Department of Health and Human Services to take steps to ensure these critical medications are available to the fullest extent possible. And the politicians cannot interfere in the decisions that should be made between a woman and her doctor. And my administration will remain vigilant as the implications of this decision play out. I've warned about how this decision risks the broader right to privacy for everyone. That's because Roe recognized the fundamental right to privacy that has served as a basis for so many more rights that we've come to take for granted, that are ingrained in the fabric of this country. The right to make the best decisions for your health. The right to use birth control, a married couple in the privacy of their bedroom, for God's sake. The right to marry the person you love. Justice Thomas said as much today. He explicitly called to reconsider the right of marriage equality, the right of couples to make their choices on contraception. This extreme and dangerous path the court is now taking us on. Let me close with 2 points. First, I call on everyone, no matter how deeply they care about this decision, to keep all protests peaceful. Peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. No intimidation. Violence is never acceptable.
Violence is never acceptable. I call it bullshit. Sometimes you gotta strike fear into your enemies before they fucking bow down. You try being peaceful. Like, oh, hey man, could you please not do that? They're gonna look at you and laugh and be like, you can't stop us. And then once you get violent, now you're the asshole country who goes too far with it. Kiss my ass, dude.
Threats and intimidation are not speech. We must stand against violence in any form, regardless of your rationale. Second, I know so many of us are frustrated and disillusioned that the court has taken something away that's so fundamental. I know so many women are now going to face incredibly difficult situations. I hear you. I support you. I stand with you. The consequences and the consensus of the American people, core principles of equality, liberty, dignity, and the stability of the rule of law demand that Roe should not have been overturned. With this decision, the conservative majority of the Supreme Court shows how extreme it is, how far removed they are from the majority of this country. It made the United States an outlier among developed nations in the world. But this decision must not be the final word. My administration will use all of its appropriate lawful powers, but Congress must act. And with your vote, you can act. You can have the final word. This is not over. Thank you.
That's what makes America so beautiful. It's definitely power to the people. If you live in a country where you get the chance to vote for your leaders, that's the power in your hands, and I can respect it.
Very much. More to say this in weeks to come. Thank you.
Well, that's how it goes, YouTube. Fuck the government and the goddamn churches telling a woman what to do with her body. I'll catch you later.